coverage of the Clay Center Tiger Wrestling Team is brought to you in part by McGee Roofing, Crop Production Services, Five Creek Automotive, Kears Thriftway of Clay Center, Washington, and Mankato, Oldie Seed Farms, Glavin Ford of Clay Center, Twin Valley, Ray's Apple Market, Union State Bank, Central Office Service and Supply, and Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack.
Tiger Wrestling about to take the mat here in the Den against the Abilene Cowboys, and we get a chance earlier this week, yesterday, to talk with Coach Brandon Pigorsh leading up to this duel against the Cowboys. We started off the conversation, which you can catch on our KCLY YouTube channel. Also, our talk with Hunter Mullen can be found at that same location. But yesterday we started our conversation with Coach Pigorsh talking about the senior crew on senior night. Always a special group, but these guys have done a lot for you and for this program.
Absolutely. It's been a blessing as a coach to have a good group of kids like this to come through the program, and really a lot of them I kind of got to see where they started at in the sport. I know a few of them had done a little bit of kids club, but really hadn't stuck with it. And so being able to work with these kids, from 7th grade, through their senior year has been absolutely awesome. It's been lots of ups and downs, but it's been a group that I'll truly miss. Just having them in the room and the work ethic, just the relationships I've been able to build with the kids and their families. And things like that, I'll miss these guys a lot. But it's also taught me a lot as a coach and helped me just being able to work with a group of kids like this, as a coach and working on certain things. And it truly shows, too, of all the kids that I've worked with, how blessed I am to have this group. And so, we're going to miss them a lot. I know the other kids on the team will miss them as well. But, I think they've learned a lot from him. And from that, we're going to continue to build, and it's going to be like those guys are in the room, I think, a lot of times. But we will miss them a lot, and I definitely will miss them. But I know a couple of them are going on to the next level and in different sports, so I'll get to see them still compete and, hopefully still see some of the things that I've helped instill in them and help teach them continue, post-high school.
Let's talk about what these guys, the seniors, and this team did this past weekend. Hunter and I had a chance to kind of visit the Baldwin Invitational. First, the 2 dual wins on Friday night. They were thrown together to get you some extra matches. Great stuff there. And then to come from behind, and I said you had talked early in the year. You've been around and battled down the stretch, and then this past weekend you got it done. Yeah,
we had a breakthrough this weekend, and that's kind of sometimes in this sport is you got to really work to get to that breakthrough. And once you get to a breakthrough, it seems like things can continue, and you just continue to climb or continue to make more breakthroughs. So that's what I'm hoping that we do after this. But it's been close. We've been second, we've been third, lost duels, by one match here, one match there. And so finally to be able to go out and wrestle good Friday night, put together 2 strong dual wins against some uncommon opponents that we don't see a lot, and then also to go in Saturday into a tournament where we've had 2 teams that have edged us out earlier in the season and to come out on top there. It was good to see the kids just battle the whole day, and the format of the tournament was great. It's just a great atmosphere, a great tournament. We hadn't been back in about 5 years, so to go back to that was awesome.
Let's talk about this weekend coming up. It starts Thursday night with the duel against Abilene, senior night. We just talked about these guys. 2 state-ranked teams. Abilene's number 1 in 4A. You guys number 7. Whatever the rankings want to be said, you can look through individually. You always chuckle at this, and I've learned to chuckle with you at some of the rankings because there's guys for the Tigers, and you're how are they not in the rankings? And then there's guys that are in, and so rankings are one thing, but this is 2 really good teams that'll go head-to-head.
Absolutely, regardless of who's ranked, who's not. There's going to be some great matchups. It's a rivalry. And coming in, it's got a lot of different implications. You've got regional seeding. They're in our regional, so each match matters in terms of seeding for regionals. And also, a lot of people don't know is the NCKL title's on the line. We have a chance to share that title with Marysville and with Abilene if we beat Abilene. I like the way we match up against them. We've battled some sickness this week a little bit, so hopefully we'll have everybody healthy, ready to get out there and compete. But we've got things in our favor. we got a home duel, we got the home crowd, just home atmosphere. That's always a good thing. And like I said, it's the time of the year to make another breakthrough. So it'd be good to have a good breakthrough duel win like we had a tournament win last weekend. So looking forward to it.
As Hunter said, get your orange and black out and be in the den. This is going to be a fun one to watch, and it should come right down to the wire between these two teams. Let's talk about the weekend real quickly coming up as well. A big one at Silver Lake.
Yeah, we have a big tournament this weekend coming up. Silver Lake's got 20 teams coming. Teams from Missouri coming in. I think some teams missed some points with cancellations, so a lot of these late in the year tournaments are just adding teams coming in, so it's going to create some good competition for us. We'll get to see some 4A teams all the way from 3-2-1A up through 6A this weekend, as well as some out-of-state teams. So looking forward to it. We've got some really tough weights this weekend, especially with our guys that have been placing higher every weekend. They're gonna have some good matchups. So looking forward to it. It should be good.
Let's talk about the Super Bowl just a little bit. I know Raiders, Chiefs, neither one there, so we don't have to fight that out this time. But Lady Gaga performs at halftime. Who is a Tiger wrestler or coach most diva-like?
Most diva-like? Ooh. I'm gonna say Peyton Lane. He used to have all these little gear for everything, and stuff. So I would say him. He's pretty most diva-like.
Big play lane is the diva lane as well. It sounds like a lot of Super Bowl parties. The buffet. What's your favorite football food?
Favorite football food. I'm gonna have to go with nachos. I like nachos. So. Different kinds, whatever. I'm good with nachos. I'm like,
load them up?
Yeah, load them up for sure.
Very good. All right, and who are you picking for Sunday? As Hunter said, he's not going to root for the Patriots, but he thinks they'll win.
I think the Patriots will win as well. I don't mind the Patriots. They don't bother me. They sometimes get a little negative publicity. However, good hard-nosed football team. I think they're humble for the most part, so I like them with as much success as they've had. A good team, so.
Be surprised if that doesn't happen. I think that's in the minds of everybody, whether you're a fan or not. We are a fan of the Tigers, and the Tiger Wrestlers taking on Abilene on senior night Thursday evening. We hope to see you in the den.
Again, that was Coach Brandon Pigorish. We talked with him yesterday in the wrestling room, getting set for tonight's duel against the Abilene Cowboys. Our thanks to Coach Pigorish, having some fun there with Tiger Talk. And you can catch that whole interview with he and Hunter Mullen on the KCLY YouTube channel. Stay with us. Tiger Wrestling against the Cowboys. Senior night duel on the way.
Experience is one of the best teachers in the world of auto mechanics. The guys at Hundley's Garage, Gary and Larry, have a wealth of knowledge from their many years of experience. They are certified TechNet mechanics and can perform dependable repair and maintenance on all of your family's vehicles. Their skill at finding and fixing the problem will have you back on the road as soon as possible. Stop by 321 Grant Street in Clay Center or call Hundley's Garage at 632-5212.
With fall harvest in the bin, it's time to plan next season's bumper crop with Oldie seed, corn, and soybean varieties. We take pride in the latest technology. Oldie will be one of the first to bring our family of producers the latest Extend, LibertyLink, and Enlist soybean varieties. This season, if you want to give your fields a big Wildcat first down, plant a high-performance corn or soybean variety from Oldie Seed, proud sponsor of Kansas State football.
Sometimes you need a new roof. Other times, you just need your existing roof repaired or temporarily fixed after an emergency. Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has made its service division an even higher priority, investing in a service truck that's stocked with most basic roofing materials. So the Geisler service team can provide prompt, on-the-spot roof repairs. Should you ever need windblown shingles replaced, a leak sealed, or some other service work, call Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement.
This is Dallas Hassenbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
Do you believe professionalism should be rewarded? When you find a contractor who shows up early, works long days, gets the job done on time with expertise, cleans up so well you can't tell they've been there except for the fact their work is finished and looking great, you know that's the only contractor you'll ever want to hire. These are words that an actual customer has used to describe McGee Roofing. The customer has used McGee Roofing twice and will again. Reward professionalism, hire McGee Roofing.
Coverage of the Clay Center Tiger Wrestling Team is brought to you in part by Citizens National Bank of Clay Center, Greenleaf, Concordia, and Belleville, Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, Central Valley Ag, United Bank and Trust, CS Precision Ag Incorporated of Clifton, Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, TSI Kansas Incorporated of Clay Center, and Farmers Cooperative, here to serve you in Kansas.
Have you signed up for the color race yet? On Saturday, March 11th, we'll paint the town at CARE's 4th annual color race, sponsored by Twin Valley. The deadline to be guaranteed entry is Friday, February 17th. Don't miss out. If you don't want to participate, consider volunteering. We need your help to make this a success. Volunteers get a free t-shirt just for helping. You can throw color, cheer participants on along the route, and much more. To register or volunteer, visit careinc.org/color. Hope to see you on March 11th at the color race.
Shop small. Shop local. It is a very important idea, and it is vital to our community. When you stop to think about it, it's really neighbors helping neighbors. The strength of our small town helps everyone who lives here. Ray's Apple Market is a strong part of this community, thanks to you. They offer quality products in every department, like USDA choice beef, fresh produce, and signature Rock House salads in the deli, just to name a few. Ray's Apple Market hopes you'll shop small and shop local.
A good set of tires can mean the difference between having an accident or arriving safely at your destination, especially in the wintertime. 5 Creek Automotive in Clay Center sells all brands of tires at competitive prices, and quality tires are just a part of the picture when it comes to winterizing your vehicle. 5 Creek Automotive will test your battery to make sure it's strong enough to start your car in those extremely cold mornings and to make sure you're not stranded out in the cold. 5 Creek Automotive at the corner of 9th and Crawford.
A sense of community is a feeling that people have of belonging, a feeling that they matter to one another, and a shared faith that their needs will be met through their commitment to each other. At Union State Bank, you matter to us and our community. That's why we offer a wide range of loans to help you achieve your dreams. From home loans, agricultural loans, business loans, and more, we're here to help you succeed. We're in this together, and you belong here in our hometown proud community. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And a good evening from the Tigers in Rocky Downing, along with Billy Wallace. Our studio engineer tonight is Anna Byers, as we have JV wrestling underway here in the Den. Great crowd on hand to start with. First, because it's Clay Center and Abilene, and both teams very successful thus far this season. Second, it's senior night, and the kids' club's on hand, and so there is a lot of activity leading up to tonight's matchup.
Sure are. There's the first row is right on the edge of the mat. It's about 200 kids, so that's kind of awesome. They put them right there. Let's just hope nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, right. So we already have a Tiger win tonight, and a Tiger senior. Zach Belt, one of the Tiger seniors, had a chance to wrestle JV, and at 138 pounds, he took on a 152-pounder, and he came out and took care of business quickly.
They did, wrestling well and got the pin, and good way to start our night off here in the Den.
That's right. We have the lineup set for this evening. Again, there is a JV match going on right now. Clint Schultz for the Tigers against David Pineda of Abilene. That's 160 versus 170. This is the JV match. So we're going to take another timeout. We'll take a look through the lineup and tell you what's coming your way is this duel between the Abilene Cowboys and the Clay Center Tigers, which could be for the NCKL Championship tonight. We'll take a look at the matchups in just a moment.
I was moving a stack of papers in my office when...
Don't you think it's time to do something about this mess?
Yes, and I know we have everything that I need to get organized here at Central Office. Letter legal storage boxes are on sale for only $41.49 per carton, so I will get started.
What about those piles over here?
That is stuff I need to get to often. With our Laurel 2- and 4-drawer files on sale this month in 5 different colors, all I need now is to take time to organize. Come see us at Central Office Service and Supply in Clay Center.
Hutchison Mayrath, a division of Global Industries, continues to provide the ag producers with a variety of stationary and portable grain, seed, and feed conveying equipment. They've grown through innovation and stay a step ahead of the competition through future developments in their industry. Hutchison Mayrath delivers value-driven engineered products, innovative solutions, and excellence in service to customers here and around the world. They are proud supporters of Clay Center Tiger Wrestlers.
A missed dose of medication due to not refilling a prescription can have serious side effects on your health. Eliminate the need to call in multiple prescription refills with the MedSync program available through Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy. Your pharmacist will coordinate the prescription refills so you can pick them up on a single day each month that's convenient for you, and you'll never run out of your medication again. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina, putting the care back into healthcare.
Crop Production Services is your source for proven row crop seed of corn, soybeans, and sorghum. Brands such as DeKalb, Asgrow, Dynagrow, and NK help farmers achieve maximum yield in their fields. Sheldon, Pat, Doug, Josh, and Sean can help you choose the right seed for your soil conditions. CPS also has an air seeder available to custom drill your seed. Get your planting done in no time and in time. Watch the profits come up. Improving your yields is a top priority at Crop Production Services.
JV matches have wrapped up. Quentin Schultz did take a loss in his matchup to Abilene. This in the JV matchup again, as we mentioned. So we are just about ready for the varsity matches, the matchups to get announced, then the matches get going here very, very soon. We'll run through that in a moment with Benny. First off, Clay Center, Abilene, both state-ranked. Abilene, number 1 in the state 4A right now. And they'll both be in the same regional coming up in just a couple of weeks. This is very important for the NCKL purposes and for regional seeding purposes. There's a lot weighed into tonight's matchup besides it being Clay Center Abilene.
You know, and every time they meet, it's always a battle. Tonight's going to be really difficult with a couple open weight classes, and as everybody will find out or haven't already heard, that Jared Wynn's out, or Jake Wynn's out, and so he's been ill, and so he's not here, so that gives him another open. So it's going to be really tough to beat this Abilene squad. That's pretty solid top to bottom.
And Jake is a huge loss, one of the seniors that Jake, brother, we're thinking of you if you're listening in tonight at home, because I know your parents and you would have loved to have been part of both senior night and the recognition and to be out on the mat as Jake takedown win, unable to go this evening because of being ill. I mean, he is really, really sick right now. A couple of the Tigers have battled it this week and have been able to kind of get over it in time to be back out here tonight, but they still have, as mentioned, coming up this weekend, big matchup in Silver Lake, and that is a loaded tournament the Tigers will be a part of, and as mentioned, the regionals are really, really close. Let's give you a look at the matchups for tonight. Red Coppice, what an impressive freshman. He has continued to be at 106 pounds. He's 24-5. He'll have Will Stroda, who's ranked number 5, also a freshman in 4A. At 113 pounds, Cody Callahan has Colby Moore. He is 10-14, a sophomore, the Tigers. Callahan. Tigers are open at 120 and 126. Abilene has Tanner McGivney, 4th ranked in the state, and Brandon Srett at those weight classes. Then Reed Knitter, a sophomore, at 17-12. 132-pounder takes on 5th ranked Travis Castile at 126. He is ranked 5th at 126. He's going to wrestle Reed Knitter at 132 tonight. Keegan Brownell has Austin Wuffno at 138. Keegan, a sophomore. Cam Osborne, a sophomore, at 11-12 at 145. He has Nick Brooks. Peyton Lane, 23-5 on the year for the junior at 152. He will take on Dakota Lawn. Then you have Hunter Mullen, first ranked in 4A, 26-1 on the season, a senior at 160. He will face Dakota Whitley. For the Tigers, open at 170, as mentioned, Jake Wynn out due to illness. Dawson Whitley on the other side for the Cowboys. At 182, Ryan Tears is ranked number 4 in the state at 182, a senior at 23-4. He takes on Trey Horner. At 195, third-ranked Gavin Ware back. Great to see him just back wrestling and healthy enough to go. He is 10-1 this season, ranked 3rd, the junior at 195. He will take on Logan Reichman. At 220, Zeb Bloom, senior, 23-5. Now remember, he filled in at 195 for Gavin Ware in a few tournaments and duels. But he's back in his weight class that he kind of started out in at 220. He has 3rd ranked in the state, Jaron Christensen. That'll be a really good matchup. And then freshman at 285 for the Tigers, Logan McDonald, takes on Sam Burt, who is also ranked in the state at he is not ranked right now. He has been ranked. He did medal last year at state, I think, at 4th place at the heavyweight. He will take on the Tigers, Logan McDonald, a freshman at 7-16, and they have just announced those 2, so we are about ready to go. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back. Red Coppice takes on Will Stroda. Clay Center Abilene duel coming your way next.
The Citizens National Bank has a long history of supporting the students of our community. We pride ourselves in a strong commitment to our youth, from participation in student organizations, achievements in athletics, and success in the classroom. We offer a student checking account with many benefits, such as a debit card, free online banking, and mobile banking with the CNB branded app and e-alerts. Your smartphone is a great tool to access your account and monitor your daily balance and transactions. Open a student checking account today at the Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
We are not doctors, but we play one on the radio. I'm Ryan Gearhand from Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed. With next year's spring crops just around the corner, we can write you a prescription for fertilizing your wheat. Proper fertilization is a critical factor in producing optimum and profitable wheat yields. We may need to run some soil tests to diagnose the right amount of fertilizer to put on at the right time. Follow the doctor's orders and make an appointment with Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed.
Tiger Wrestlers about to take the mat here against the Abilene Cowboys. Always a great matchup between these two teams. You can only build it up enough because really the teams take care of what it's really all about. Red Coppice will go with the Tigers. Two freshmen go head-to-head. Coppice not ranked, but at 24-5. This will be a super matchup against state-ranked Will Strota. He's ranked number 5 in his weight class.
Great way to start the night. Two strong, young wrestlers to come out and meet, and we're about ready to get it on here.
The wrestlers have put the anklets on. We're ready to go, and we are underway here as Red Coppice goes against Will Strota at 106 pounds. Locked up, little hand fighting to start. Shot in by Strota. Now both wrestlers break apart. Coppice kind of looks at the shot, doesn't take it. Now it's a single leg in there by Strota, in fairly deep on Coppice here, but he's fighting it off, trying to keep the hips in control.
Yeah, Will Strota's got a long reach. He wrapped around an outside single, grabbing a hold of it. He still got it. So far, we're doing a good job of fighting it off. We got to just kind of keep on trying to get that leg out, and he's trying to kick out. Will Strota grabs the other leg, so now he's got them both. There's two.
So Coppice will trail 2-0 in this opening match of the night. The Play Center Abilene duel. Now near the edge of the mat, they go outside the circle, and they'll bring it back to center. Coppice will trail here 2-0 to start. Get a great atmosphere, these two teams together, and the crowd, as we mentioned, they did clear the kids wrestling guys off, and so the cheerleaders for both teams now in those places where they should be. Back underway. Coppice will work from underneath.
Whistle start, and Will Strota just kind of hammered him straight to the mat, so Coppice couldn't get to his feet. He's still trying to get hand control and trying to keep his head tucked in where he's not going to give anything away, and trying to get that hand control where he can come up, and Strota breaks him back down to the mat.
So flattened out with 53 to work, and Coppice trails 2-0. And Strota goes to work really heavy on the hips right now in behind, and can't really see what he's working on up top.
Smothering him heavy, but Brett finally got his hips back up, so he's got his hips up, and he's kicking him back and trying to get a little bit of clearance to get a little leg out. Now he's starting to come up
to his feet.
Will Strota underhooks him and brings him back to the mat.
Mat light out, so again, the only thing you see in here is the mat light shining down on the center mat as the wrestlers go at it with 20 seconds to work first period. Opening match at 106. Coppice down 2-0.
Almost the entire time, Rock, like you said, Will Strota, they've been facing away. We can't tell. It looks like he's got a Lundy arm in, and he's been riding, just staying on the hips and staying hard.
He's trying to bar the arm, and he can't get control of the wrist, so Red does a good job to get those hands back out and up above, and now they will see the buzzer sound on the opening period. Coppice trails 2-0. It will be
Abilene's choice.
Right. Strota defers. Coppice looking to his coaches. They're going to go neutral and back on their feet again.
Good chance to tie this match up. He's got to get a good opportunity to get a good shot there. He gets him down on his knees. He's got his head down, trying to gain control. Strota grabs an arm and just kind of shucks it by and gets out of it.
Shot in by Strota, but this time Coppice spins it off very nicely, trying to work it to his own with the front headlock. Will shrug by. Can't quite catch it. Now he still has an ankle in control, but Stroda's in fairly deep on him as well. Now Stroda's got his hips clean.
This is just a scramble right here. They both have the same position. Might be called a stalemate if they both can hang on long enough here.
And at 24 to work in the second period.
Coppice tried a little shrug, a little shuck by, and Strota just caught enough of his arm that it stopped the momentum, and then they're Will Strode does get the takedown eventually.
4-0. Coppice will trail here in the second period. Still a minute 2 to go. So
that was so close to being 2-2. They were battling and really in the same positions, and then Strode got a little bit of advantage and grabbed a hold of the other leg and came in behind.
First varsity match of the night. Red Coppice trailing 47 to work, 4-0.
Strode is staying hard and heavy on those hips, and so far Rhett's doing a good job of not allowing him to have enough control to do anything, but yet he's in control, if you know what I mean there.
Yeah, and it's the reason they went neutral, because he was ridden so hard in the first period after the takedown. You can see here, Strode obviously a good rider at 106.
Strode does have the arm bar in the back right now. He kind of accidentally got that.
Yeah,
he kind of went in and was trying to do a ball and chain, and all of a sudden, Rhett his hands popped up on his hip, so he just took it to his back.
Warning for stalling now against Coppice, trying to fend off this barred arm. As you can see, Strode trying to scoop the head. Now he has to go back around to the outside. Potentially dangerous is called with 2.8 seconds to go in the second period, and Coppice down 4-0.
Excuse me already, but you're in an arm bar and you're trying to get to your feet. He's got his hips up. He's trying to get away, and he calls in for stalling.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a good point. To his feet very quickly was Coppice on short time, but unable to get free. So he'll trail 4-0, go to the final period. And Strode's going to take the down position. We'll see if Coppice can keep a longer wrestler down on the mat here, maybe turn him.
That's got to try and get some cheap points here, even, and just on a tilt or something and get some quick 2 points. And right now, Strode comes to his feet. That's trying to get him broke back to the mat, and he does.
Back to the mat he goes. A minute 45 to go in the match. Coppice down 3-0. Now 4-0. Now you see Strode about to his feet again. Coppice stays in decent position. They're near the edge.
Strode trying to get Rhett's hand control and come up her, and Coppice is doing a good job of not allowing him to have it. Kind of swings him on out of bounds. They go back to center.
Minute 33 to work. Down 4-0.
That'll start on the left side here on the whistle start. Strode does a little set out quick. That's trying to come around, but he ain't going to get there, I don't think. There's a 2-point reversal.
Coppice now trailing 6-0 against the fifth-ranked wrestler in 4A, Will Strode. Both are freshmen. Both have had really great years already. Coppice at 24-5, but he's down 6-0 now.
You're not ranked in 4A unless you're a pretty darn good wrestler, and you can see why. Brett's just made a couple of small errors, and each time is costing those 3 moves, which is 6 points, right?
And now working from underneath with a minute remaining and down 6-0. In our opening match, Tigers will have Cody Callahan going next at 112 pounds.
Strode got the knee in the hole. He's staying heavy. He's got wrist control. Just kind of riding here. Brett finally gets to his feet and gets knocked back down.
And now stalling on Strode. So they've warned both wrestlers for stalling. You can see Strode back in behind, and he's going to go neutral, it looks like, and give it escape. We'll see if we can get 5-point moves are not uncommon in high school wrestling, Benny.
Hey, when you get 42 seconds left and you're going to give a guy an opportunity, you better try to take advantage of it. Rhett's going to try and get in there and do something here big.
40 seconds remains. Down 6-1, third period. Trying to find a shot to take here against Strode.
Rhett's banging hard on the head, pushes him down. Going to try. Strode gets the leg. Knees himself right in and gets the leg.
And a takedown against Coppice puts him up 8-1. Now he's going to let Coppice back up. 20 seconds remaining.
Now they're trying to get extra points here, so Rhett's trying to stay off of getting taken down and go out of bounds. 13 seconds left.
8-2. Coppice down. 13.9 seconds remains in the match. Back underway.
Brett kind of bangs that head and pulls him back down, and Strode comes right back up to his feet, tries a little shuck. It's not there. Brett gets an underhook.
2 seconds.
Backing up, and he gives the
point to Abilene on the second stall warning. So it makes it 9-2. Shot in by Strode. That'll end it. The final 9-2. Coppice with the loss here to state-ranked Will Strode of Abilene. So Coppice battling, but unable to really get something going offensively, it seemed like, against Strode. And Strode at 106, much longer than Rhett Coppice at that weight class.
Yeah, man, I don't know what his reach is, but wouldn't want to box the other.
He had no doubt. Yeah, I agree. 113 pounds now. It's Cody Callahan for the Tigers, a sophomore. He will take on Colby Moore, the Abilene Cowboys freshman, at 113 pounds. Cody is 10-14 on the season. Both wrestlers at the center circle, and we are underway. Ooh, deep double leg shot in by Colby Moore, but it's countered nicely thus far by Callahan. A little bit of scramble.
Moore gets around the waist though and gets the 2 point. So Cody down 2-0 here. He's trying to keep his hips up. Moore goes right into a leg ride. He's trying to head away. He's trying to get him on his back.
Callahan battling. He is going to give up some back points, at least one flag it looked like. The official right between a potentially dangerous. He's kind of about to stop it and also about to give back points. So that's kind of the position they're in right now.
Yeah, the shoulder was about to go, and then he broke it. He come around, now he's in bad shape here.
So Moore's got Callahan on his back. Oh, great kick out. So he avoids the pin, and now Moore goes right back to work on him and has him to his back again.
Man, he did a great job of avoiding it. When he was coming around, he just got his arm caught, and he catches it and throws him right to his back.
There is a pin for Colby Moore of Abilene. So the Tigers take a loss by fall in the second match of the night, and will trail here in the duel 9-0 with that pin giving up to Colby Moore. Tigers are open, of course, as you may, if you were with us earlier, we went through the lineups. Tigers are open at 120 and 126. Tanner McGivney and Brendan Sarit are the wrestlers for Abilene. They'll give us a chance to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more of the Tigers. Reed Knitter will be up next.
Experience is one of the best teachers in the world of auto mechanics. The guys at Hundley's Garage, Gary and Larry, have a wealth of knowledge from their many years of experience. They are certified TechNet mechanics and can perform dependable repair and maintenance on all of your family's vehicles. Their skill at finding and fixing the problem will have you back on the road as soon as possible. Stop by 321 Grant Street in Clay Center or call Hundley's Garage at 632-5212.
So Reed Knitter set to go now for the Tigers. This will be at 132 pounds. The Tigers open at 120 and 126. It's going to put them, they've dug a hole. The first two losses, and then you're open in two classes, down 21-0. And Reed Knitter is underway, and he's got a tough one. Trevor Castile is a name that's well known. He gets a shot in early on Knitter, but Reed blocks it off. Now they lock up. And now again a shot, but Knitter, pretty good position up top. He may have a little weight advantage on Castile, who has wrestled at 126 for much of the year.
Then he tried to throw him. He had an overhook and almost completed it with an overhook instead of an underhook. And that have showed some strength right there. Both long, lanky wrestlers, about the same build. Of course, the same weight.
But yeah, back underway again. Knitter to his feet. Working for some arm control. Now it's a shot in against Knitter down low. Castile didn't hit it. Now they break apart.
Yep, right in the middle of the match. Castile went low. There's a little arm drag by Castile, and Knitter blocks that. They're head-to-head, ear-to-ear, and then they break apart.
Minute 10 to work, first period. No score as of yet. Tigers down 21-0 in the duel to Abilene. We're at the 132-pound weight class.
There, Castile gets an inside fireman. Knitter blocks that off. Gets him to go all the way out of bounds. So, pretty good shot by Trevor Castile, and Reed Knitter knocked him down and went out of bounds with it. Stopped that attempt.
At those hips and strong and sprawled out, and they just kind of scooted off the mat. So no damage done. 45 to work. Still no score in this first period for the Tigers' Reed Knitter. The Abilene Cowboys' Trevor Castile.
Still kind of gets a 2-on-1. Knitter gets that back and still gets an underhook, drives an inside leg, and they go out of bounds.
Out of bounds with 33 to work in this first period. And they're right back underway. Locked up, forehead to forehead. Little arm drag or shuck by with Castile. Nothing there.
Just pulls on the arm, reaches around and gets both legs. I thought he was out of bounds, came back. Goes back to neutral. He called two, and then he realized his foot did go outside the circle and came back.
They've got a warning on the Tigers here for stalling. A shot in by Castile.
There's inside leg, but his fist is coming around the back. Castile
5 seconds, trying to walk around him. 2 seconds, 1 second, right on the edge, and that'll end it. No score. So close for Knitter.
Good scramble right there at the end of the first.
So we'll go to the second, and it will be Knitter starting in the down position. The Tigers trailing 21-0 in the duel. We're in the 5th weight class, 132 pounds. Knitter to his feet quickly.
Steele started on the right side. Knitter came right up with good hand control. He got him to his feet and got the point. Steele just keeps on pushing and shoving, and Knitter circles back in before they go out. Now they do go out.
So back to center they come. Both these wrestlers have had some chances and just not been able to finish. And now we've got...
he's telling them to watch their fingers. They're interlocking their fingers, and they don't want them doing that.
Both wrestlers trying to get that wrist control, which is how that's happened. You can still see it fighting for hand control.
You know, the old game where you hand-to-hand lock your fingers until you can go down. No, if Steele gets an outside single, Knitter's trying to block it off. He's on his hip. He's going to have to give it up. He's going to go to his back, and he does.
So Knitter goes to his front side to give us a 2-point conversion and nothing more. Now quickly to his feet. Tried to turn him facing.
Steele just tries to run him on out of bounds. Instead, he kind of gets the arms like a ball and chain. And they're control on the edge. They're out.
So no more points. Knitter is down 2-1.
Thought Knitter was away, and all of a sudden Trevor Castile comes through the leg, grabs an arm, and takes him back down to the mat.
So back underway. Knitter working from underneath. He's trailing 2-1 here in the second period. 48 seconds. Tried to roll through, and Castile stays in position.
What I like about Reed Knitter so far, he's making Castile just work to even try to hang on to him, and he's done a good job. He's gassing a little bit, but there was 35 seconds. He's got to get another escape if he can possibly do it here in this end of this late in the second period.
26 to work.
Down 2-1.
Clean. Trying to step out to the outside. Now he does get the leg clear. Turns and faces, and he's got the escape tied at 2.
15 seconds left.
Second period, 2-2 tie. Tigers Reed Knitter against Trevor Castile of Abilene. Down to 5.
These two of the same, look the same the whole way. They really start with hands, go to head, then all of a sudden they go to a leg. And no takedown there in the end of the second, so we're tied 2-2 going in here to the third.
Castile's choice after Knitter took down and got the 2 escapes, so he's put himself in position tied at 2, and so Knitter will work from on top now. And they're back underway. Third period just getting started.
Still comes
clock
through.
Not moving yet. No one aware of it at this point. Now roll through as Knitter stays on top.
I was going to scream clock, but that wouldn't sound very good.
Not on the radio. And the Abilene Cowboys looked at and realized the clock just getting started. They're going to wind it down to 1:40. It's a good official. Clock in his head. He said that without even skipping a beat. That and that's probably about right. We're around that 20-second mark. So they'll wind it down to 1:40, and then they'll start him back in center again.
It's good and bad there. I mean, we've ridden him so far and not letting him get away, so Steele just kind of flattens out. He tries to break him down.
Tied at 2 here, third period. Reed Knitter for the Tigers, matched up against Trevor Castile.
They're trying to go underneath and get that wrist control. Can't reach anything. Still trying to block it. Knitter finally gets that wrist and just rolls it off.
Trying to slip a half in there. Castile raises up a bit, now flattened back up, kind of at the ball, with a minute 10 to work.
Knitter kind of smothering from behind. He's riding the wrist hard. Comes to the outside, trying to use his knee to elevate that hip. Maybe try to get a half in. Castile's going to get some breakdown again.
Down to 53 seconds. Knitter's got him flattened out on the mat. And Reed's been working. Remember, he was born for stalling earlier, but he has been working hard here. Now they call stalemate. They'll put it back to center. Tigers down in the duel, 21-0 after 2 losses. Rex Coppas, 2-9 loss to Will Stroda. Cody Callahan, pinned by Colby Moore. The Tigers were open at 120 and 126. Caution on the start. That was against Abilene's Castillo.
Thought there was another one there, but he didn't stop it. That knitter took off just a touch too soon, but that's okay. We'll take every advantage we can get.
34 seconds remaining.
Still riding hard. Really be nice to get a turn here. 25 seconds.
Yeah, 25 seconds.
There's on the right side. He's just kind of trying to ride hard. Steele's going to give it a last-second blast.
Maybe headed overtime. 15 seconds remaining.
Knitter tries a little tilt. It's not there. Staying in behind. Steele comes to his feet. He's peeling fingers.
Seconds.
Knitter's hanging on.
5, 4, 3. Knitter hanging in there.
Yep.
Castile breaks away. It's going to win it at the buzzer. Trevor Castile gets the win. It is a 3-2 final, and that came right in the closing seconds of this one. Knitter just couldn't quite hold on at the end. And so the Tigers will take the loss at 132. That'll bring us Keegan Brownell. He will take on Austin Wood now. Brownell, a sophomore at 138. He's coming off a big win on Friday night in their duel. He had a really close come-from-behind victory. They had added a couple of duels on Friday night before wrestling at Baldwin, where they then went on and won the tournament as a team. Had a great weekend. They've had 2 tournaments canceled this year, so they're trying to make up some mat time they lost out on this season.
I knew early in the season they were worried about they were going to be over count, and then with the weather conditions there, they had to bail out on a couple. Hand fighting right in the middle of the mat. There's a big head slap. Right now it's going to get hairy, it looks like.
They got after it quick, didn't they?
Jeff Keegan kind of really came down hard with a hand.
Brownell looking for the Tigers' first win. They trail 24-0.
There's another one. Ooh.
Heavy on the head right now.
Yeah, he is very heavy on the head with the hands.
Now forehead to forehead, locked up. And now they break apart. Then it's 21 to work. Shot in by Brownell, blocked off by Withnow.
Almost simultaneously, it looked like Withnow was going to shoot. That's how he got him blocked, or he would have never been there because he was really lowered his elevation well. But right when he was starting to go, Withnow was going too, it looked like.
No score yet, 1 minute in.
A lot of tying up wrist and going from wrist and then heavy hands on the head. Wrist control. They're just trying to get a little bit of an angle where they can get that leg, that outside leg. Both long arms are up the right. He can try a little slide-by shot, and it's not there. Got good elbow control. Let's go with that.
Down to 32 seconds. Still no score in this first period. Keegan Brownell at 138 pounds. A shot in by Withnow over on the side. Ended up in a double leg shot, but they were already on the outside of the circle, and whistles blown. And back they go. Headbutt into each other like a couple of rams when they started on the whistle that 15 seconds.
Both wrestlers just really working hard trying to get position, and nothing's been there quite yet.
7 seconds remains, no score. Now they both go a little lower level, still battling for some wrist control, down to 2-1, and that will finish out the first period with no score. So a battle already with no offense on the board, but plenty of offense going at each other right now.
Keegan's choice, he's going to go down, start the second period being 0-0.
See if he can get the escape and get a chance to get the lead.
Austin Withnow getting on the right side. It's the start. Keegan tries to go up with an inside leg stand-up, and he does. Withnow kind of drives him off right out of bounds and go back to center.
2 sophomores going head-to-head here at 138 pounds. Keegan Brownell from underneath. You can see him tense and ready to go on the whistle. He's to his feet quickly, trying to peel the hands. Circling back toward middle, still working on those hands to get loose.
Lowering his hips, working the hands, but Austin Withnow, I don't know, he got a hold of one of those wrists, and it brings him right back down to the mat with it.
Just underway in the second period, 20 seconds in. No score as of yet.
Withnow got that like a Lundy on him, and he's just holding on to that right outside elbow with one hand and then got the wrist with the other.
Brownell now flattened out on the mat. He's gotten to his feet twice already this period from the down position with no score. 1:15 remaining second period. Down to the edge, gets to his feet, but they'll whistle it to a stop just as he does.
Now stayed heavy with knee in the hole, riding the hips hard. Just have that Lundy.
Deacon Brownell at 138 against the Cowboys. Austin Now, both sophomores. Official having a little
I think we had to move
conversation.
Back about 1 centimeter from the knees.
Again, Brownell to his feet, trying to race his way to the side. Now turns and faces. He gets the escape right on the edge.
Exactly what he needed to do. Lower his elevation and turn, and he shot just like a...
Caution on Brownell. He got just a whisker of a head start. He had a deep shot because of it. Now they're back underway again.
That was really close. Back to center, though. They're both back in that same position, working those wrists. Heavy-headed head-to-head.
Brownell leads 1-0. 50 seconds to work here in the second period. It will be Now's choice in the third. They are really grinding forehead to forehead right now as they are locked up.
They are. Wouldn't be nothing better than if Keegan could get a 2-point takedown here late in this period to go in leading 3-0. But right now, 1-0. 28 seconds left here in the second period.
Both wrestlers in the standing position have fought almost the entire match when they've been standing to get some wrist control. Not many shots have been taken because they just don't think there's an avenue. They're now shut by Brownell.
Now he's got a little fist on him, takes it straight back, getting back points too.
9 seconds remain. Now they roll to the edge. He'll get 2 near fall points added on and leads 3-0. Big time move by Keegan Brownell, and that ends the second period.
Really does, and he did that shot, came over the top, hooked the inside leg, brought it straight back in a little fits, and got a 4-point move out of that.
Short time points for Keegan Brownell. The takedown, and it took him right to his back with the little fits, as Benny said, and that was allowed him to get the 2 near falls. That puts him up 5-0 going to the final 2 minutes. Tigers looking for that first victory here against Abilene tonight in this duel. We're back underway. Ankle pick by Brownell to keep Now down on the mat. He's flattened out for the moment.
Shoulder right in the middle, really driving hard. He needs to work a wrist, get out to the side. He's going to have to do a lot of work. He's going to get caught here.
Way out to the side now.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to stay heavy on it. That's what he's got to do, though. He's got to move side to side. So far, he started on the right, moved to the left, got his shoulder right in the middle of his back, just driving him down.
1:30 to work in this match. Brownell leads 5-0.
Heavy cross face, trying to cradle it up.
And he goes away from that now.
This is what he needs to do, though. He needs to do several moves and just keep moving and continuously move, or he's going to get... He won't take this official long to start calling in for stalling, so he's doing a great job here.
Tight waist in now, still in top and in position in the back. Now he tries to stretch him out. 1:04 left in this match. Brownell leads it 5-0.
Now he's got a Lundy. Now he's going to have to bring that knee out. Oh, he's calling stalling on the bottom man.
That's on Abilene, a warning for stalling. He hasn't exposed anything. Brownell has been working side to side, in and out. He leads 5-0. Keegan for the Tigers.
Now rolls his wrist out, so now Keegan does not have wrist control. He's trying to break him back down. He's doing a great job staying heavy. There's a strap.
31 seconds.
He's just mixing up a lot of different things, which is great on his part. He's really wrestling a good third period.
Now they warn Keegan for stalling at 24 seconds. Remember, he scored in the last 15 seconds, actually last 10 seconds, that 4-point move, the takedown, got him to his back. And that allowed him to have the 5-0 lead going into this period. Now down to 24 seconds of the match.
Keegan starts left side, goes straight to an ankle, grabs it, picks it, pushes him down, flattens him out, stays on his hips,
15 seconds remaining. Brownell on top, 5-0, down to 10.
Brownell's trying to get a power half in on the right side.
6 seconds.
He swung his hips out to the right, got off of him, came back to the center. 2 seconds.
Keegan Brownell gets it done. 5-0, the winner against Austin Now. The Tigers have their first win on the night. Good match for Keegan Brownell.
Great match. Very smart one.
burst the big points at the end of that second period. And then, as you mentioned in the third while you're writing, you got to keep working it. He wasn't just doing it for show. He about got him turned a couple of times.
So it's exactly what you got to do to keep the official off of you, and you just got to keep working hard.
5-0, the win for Keegan Brownell over Austin Flips now of the Abilene Cowboys, and now we have Cam Osborne set to go. Cameron, a sophomore, 11-12. His faces Nick Brooks here at 145 pounds.
When I was growing up, if you could beat a Wolf now, it was a good deal.
It's a name well known, isn't it?
You've accomplished something.
That's for sure. There's still several we've seen the last few years.
Now Osborne comes out real aggressive. There's a little shot, nothing's there. He's got to back out. Now he's banging the head. Staying on the head. There he goes low. It's underhook, though. Nick Brooks gets an underhook on him and stops that momentum, and he has to come back out.
Just underway. Tigers get their first win with the Keegan Brownell 5-0 winner. Osborne working down for the Tigers against Nick Brooks.
Osborne gets a 2-on-1. He's got to reroute his head, get his head in a different position. Doesn't get it, has to release it.
Both wrestlers battle a little bit for the wrist again. Still forehead to forehead, right in the middle. Cameron goes down to the low level. Now they go back up and split apart and then lock back in.
Cameron tries a little outside single, not there. Tries it again. He goes all the way. Being very aggressive. Goes all the way out of bounds.
3 times with the outside single he tried to hit when they were forehead to forehead, and his opponent just kept backing up. Now they collide. Collide in the middle.
And that jacked his head back good. I'm surprised the Abilene wrestler didn't go down.
Osborne really being aggressive. There's the warning for stalling against Brooks of Abilene.
Let's say if Osborne would have had about 50 more yards of Matt, he would have took him down in that last series.
Like a tackling drill. He just had him wrapped up and was driving him backwards. 46 to work.
Cameron needs to stay aggressive. He was doing awesome there. Now he's kind of relaxing a little bit. 40 seconds left here in the first with no score, and he's been winning this match.
32 seconds. Now trying to find his way in. Go high, then down to a knee, getting really low. Now he pushes him toward the match. There's another stall warning, fleeing the mat basically on Brooks, and so Osborne will lead 1-0. And back underway with 18 to work. Tigers down 24-3 in the duel, opening a couple of early
good hat snap down by Cameron, and he's got him in that front headlock. He needs to finish this.
5 seconds. Trying to be patient and make it happen. He's down to 2, and he won't have time to finish it off, although he does get to a single leg right at the end. So it'll be Abilene's choice deferring, and Cam says he'll take the down position, leading 1-0.
Good front head snap. Just took him right in there and caught him a little bit off balance. I don't think he thought he would get it quite that easy, and that by the time he recouped, he was out of time.
So underway, Cam to his feet very quickly. Now Osborne stands. Brooks still has a leg, but Osborne's faced him.
He's pushing his head away, cross-facing hard. Trying to get that there. He reaches across to a far ankle. That gives him the leverage to get away and get the point escape.
So now Osborne leads it 2-0. Front headlock again for a moment. Now they both go to their feet.
Osborne's got a left arm underhook, and he kind of bails out of that and goes to a 2-on-1.
Now they circle in the middle.
Reverse rolls. Brooks went to an underhook. Now Osborne's just trying to get out of it, and he does.
Continue to battle here at 1:45. Cam Osborne leading 2-0. Second period, minute 10. Now Osborne maybe with a 2-on-1, or he doesn't quite have the wrist control.
Got that arm lock, but he's going to have to reroute his head. His head seems to be to this side. The opposite side, he can't do much.
So they break apart from that position. 53 seconds left in the second. Osborne leading 2-0. Now goes down low, almost got an ankle. Now a single leg inside. And a Cam in good position here, 40 seconds.
Coming through the back. It could be either one right now. It's a scramble. Oliver needs to cut this to 2. Got to get that arm out and cut it off to 2.
There you go. The lift.
Takes him straight to the mat.
4-0. Osborne leads with 24 seconds in the second period. So a big move by Cam Osborne. With now 15 to work in the second, he's up 4-0.
Osborne staying on the right side, riding in the hole. Trying to break him down. 8 seconds left.
Osborne riding here.
Brooks trying to get to his feet. Osborne is staying in the middle and trying to stay heavy and rides him out.
It takes him to the third period. So 2 minutes remains, and Cam Osborne now leads 4-0. And for the second straight match, Benny, we see a Tiger wrestler score points towards the end of the second period. Big points.
End of period points are big. Always have been, always will be. And he's done a great job so far in these first 2 periods.
And we're underway in the third. Osborne riding. Quickly to his feet, but then broken back down by Osborne is Brooks. Osborne trying to sit out. Cam breaking that arm back down. Now Osborne's got his base back for the most part. And again, Cam goes and breaks that arm.
Chops that arm down, tries to get that line in the hole. Gives it up. Nick Brooks doing a good job of trying to get his arms back. Osborne's kind of getting in up too high, and he's come back around, but he wants to stay off them hips a little bit.
Remember, Brooks has already given up a point for stalling in this match back in the first period. Obviously down now, he's got to move.
That's because of the aggressiveness of Cameron Osborne. He came out smoking hot.
A minute 10 to work, third period. Cam leads just 4-0. Still riding here in this third. Now he's got Brooks flattened out pretty close to the mat.
Now 60 seconds can't go fast enough.
So now we'll get a warning on Osborne for stalling. Kind of laying heavy on him with a 4-0 lead, and want that time to milk away.
This is the part of a wrestling match right now. His forearms are burning. He's up 4-0, but 56 seconds is a long time. You can give up a lot of points quick. So you got to stay in mentally and physically and stay right on top of him and just stay on it, ride him hard.
Brooks really scrambling hard to get free. Osborne's been able to keep him in check down to 43 seconds now.
We've seen that last time. When you're on the bottom, sometimes you can get that energy that you need, and all of a sudden throw together a heck of a fury at the end.
So a little desperation.
A little roll through for you. Yeah. Osborne, got a Granby hook.
27 seconds.
Get his arm out. He does.
So Osborne, a nice job, although Brooks has his leg, but he had that Granby one. He's trying to roll through 2 or 3 times.
Yep. He needs to get his leg back.
14 seconds.
Stay in control. There it is.
There's the stalemate. So they'll stop it with 12 seconds remaining, and Cameron Osborne leads it here.
That right there could have got ugly fast. It could have been dumped in for 2 reversal and back points pretty quick.
8 seconds. Osborne up 4-0. Has him flattened out against Brooks of Abilene.
Got him flattened. He got that arm, so now he's even reaching through for a ball and chain.
And that's going to close it down. And Cam Osborne puts the Tigers another win on the board. A shutout over Nick Brooks, 4-0. And a win for the Tigers.
That was great. Crowd's come alive.
Yeah. They've been waiting for something to cheer for. You know what? Peyton Lane will be up next for the Tigers at 152 pounds. Peyton 23-5 in his weight class at 152. He'll have Dakota Lawn for the Abilene Cowboys. So Cam Osborne gets the Tigers' second straight win. That comes over Nick Brooks of Abilene, and now Peyton Lane getting a chance to go. Peyton, again, a junior, 23-5 on the season. Tigers down 24-6 in the duel, but 2 straight wins to get things going again. Peyton goes in early, locked up. A heavy slap there by his opponent. Now move in underneath by Lane. Peyton, obviously, the longer of the two, is you see Lon much stockier build than Peyton Lane.
Yeah, Lon's got that like bow-legged, short, stocky look, and Peyton's a little longer. Lon's being really aggressive with the hands, really banging hard on Peyton. Their Peyton goes low, but he's on the edge of the mat, and they go out of bounds.
Tigers get wins from Keegan Brownell, 5-0, and Cam Osborne, 4-0. Those coming just back-to-back here at 138 and 145. Lane back underway, a minute 30 in the first, no score.
So far, we've been off the mat twice on Peyton's just driving him back, working on moves, and this is going to be the third time. Nope. Dakota kind of circles back. Peyton goes for a low shot, misses the ankle barely. Kind of came up high on the head. By the time he went around, it was gone. There, he had it, but it went out of bounds.
Trying to keep the feet in as he got that takedown, but again, they were both outside the circle, so no points. Back underway for Peyton Lane of the Tigers against Dakota Lawn.
Peyton's done a good job keeping his cool. He's been hitting pretty hard on the top.
Time and time again. Outshot by Lane.
Again, they're right on the edge of the mat.
Lawn trying to circle in. Now Peyton circles back. Still haven't whistled it to a stop. Now they do, right on the edge, with 41 seconds remaining here in the first period, and he'll come back to center.
Peyton's he's another Gumby, and he doesn't mind getting in odd positions, and he goes, all right, you want my leg taken? I'm going to jump up, wrap around, and take you down. Almost had it accomplished. There's a deep double shot again, but they go out of bounds.
Great scrambler, isn't he? That's like the positions, and you're thinking, oh, no.
That side, yeah.
Yeah, they've been really close. Peyton has, that is, but getting points, and every time it's right on the edge. 15 seconds.
On the wrist control, there's an arm drag by Dakota, and doesn't get it. Peyton shoots up.
And once more, they go off the mat as Lane was in position again.
8 seconds, he can still do it here, Nate.
If he can get a shot in on it, even a shorter wrestler's been able to get in there. He does get a stall warning as he takes his shot, and they'll call her. The whistle will sound as he gets near the edge one more time, but he did get the stall warning.
I was about ready to comment. If he could try and get another shot, he could possibly get that stall warning on him. So good job there at the end of the period again.
So now we go to the second, and Peyton Lane will have the down position with no score. Tigers have had 2 straight wins.
Peyton turns, faces out, brings that leg up, comes right up. Cutter takes him, brings him right back to his back, gets some cheap tilt points off of his feet.
So Peyton Lane will trail here, but now gets the escape. He's down 3-1.
Peyton thought he was going to roll right on through that, and he got caught just enough that it was just a really cheap tilt off of his feet, is what it was.
So both wrestlers out back in the neutral position, locked up. It was a 2-point, they said, on the backboard, not 3, so it's 2-1.
It was just a quick, cheap 2 points, and until Peyton didn't like that at all.
There's a shot by Lane.
Fireman, and he's got it right there.
Pops the head out, has the takedown, and now has a 3-2 lead. Now he's got him to his back.
Barred an arm while he was coming across. He's getting some back points. He's not in great position, so he's going to have to be careful he doesn't come on through.
Now he steps across, and he's in better position. Now flattens it even more.
Uses that leg to step over and grab the head and post the head across. Now he backs up. Going to try and hang onto that arm and lower his chest. Now he's strapped
the chest. Here a pin for the Tigers. Peyton Lane can't quite get him yet. He's still got 40 seconds to work, though. Now he's got him turned a little bit further over and sucks it in tighter.
It's going to be really hard for him to get out of that. Peyton's got him in there good.
Here's the pin. A Tiger pin for Play Center's Peyton Lane. Dick Play Lane makes it happen here at 1:52, pinning in the second period. That's over Dakota Lawn of Abilene. So the Tigers 3 straight wins.
Good pin.
And good patience to kind of let that pin happen. If he had gone too quickly, that might have could have gotten ugly for him more than that.
Just fired up a little bit when he goes down by 2 points.
Hunter Mullen now taking the mat for the Tigers. He goes at 160 pounds, number 1 ranked, 26-1. And he will have Dakota Whitley here at the 160-pound weight class. Official getting a drink of water. He was a little intense in that last 3 matches as well. The Tigers getting going.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Lane with a win by fall over Dakota Lawn. And the Tigers now down 24-12 in this duel and creeping back in it quickly. Hunter Mullen now on the mat at 160. Dakota Whitley, his opponent.
saying in the center, I can tell you right now, Dakota Whitley is a strong individual. You can tell.
Yeah.
You can just see it.
Shot. And now we've got a headgear for Hunter came loose as Whitley tried a shot. Hunter had it blocked off nicely.
Not that Hunter's not. Yeah, really.
Incredibly strong, Hunter Mullen, and skilled. Got a little shuck by near the edge. Still has the arm control.
Got the 2-on-1 rushing right now. Just shucks it down, comes around. His quickness got him 2 right there. That's for sure and smart.
So Hunter Mullen up 2-0, just 40 seconds into the match.
If we try to let that out, Hunter just lets him go.
So give the escape and get him back into neutral standing position where he just had the takedown a moment ago. Minute 5 left, first period. Mullen leads it 2-1.
And second Dakota back-to-back we have here.
That's right. It's not a misprint.
Hunter really works hard. I think staying in the center circle, working around and around and around until he gets his shot. He doesn't like that, being on the outside edge because you just give up too much opportunity there. So does a good job of circling back to center.
Now he gets one right on the edge. Can't get the head clean, though, and so they go out neutral as the whistle stops. They'll head back to center again. Great point, though, on staying in the middle because how many times you're so close to getting it, but on the edge you get a chance to let them scoot out.
And really he was there because Dakota got an underhook and kind of powered him over there, and then he countered it, and by the time he did, they were out of bounds.
Back underway with 23 to work. We're in the first period.
Right in the middle of the mat. Got a little wrist control. Breaks away from that.
Down to 8 seconds. 2-1. Mullen leads. Another shot by again. And didn't quite catch it right on the edge. He just let that right foot step out, or he might have had it.
He just knows that sequence so well because he knows where that leg's going to be, and he's so quick he can go down there and pick it, continue on, and go on to another move.
That ends the first period. Mullen leading 2-1. Tigers have had 3 straight wins. Keegan Brownell, Cam Osborne winning 5-0 and 4-0, and then Peyton Lane with the Tiger pin in the second. Mullen will be in the down position to start the second period here. And underway, and quickly there's the escape already.
Was now trying to wrap a leg around, and Hunter kicked through it, got out of there pretty quick. There's that little slide by Chuck, and gets the 2 points. So slick.
5-1. It's like this is not a knock on his opponent, but sometimes when Hunter's doing that, it's like when you're warming up and the wrestler kind of lets you make that move to get used to it. That's how slick and quick and smooth Hunter Mullen sometimes does it.
I'm telling you, the opponents are always like, are you kidding me?
How did that happen? Yeah.
Hit the mat, they're thinking, how did I let that happen? So he does it kind of over an overshuck and then a collar tie overshuck, and then has good control and just shoves it to the mat. There he goes, an outside single. So he stays away from where he was just a minute ago, goes to the opposite side, just kind of mix it up.
Well, because your opponent now starts to think, I ain't letting that happen again, and so he goes the opposite way and has a 7-2 lead. 1:02 to work, second period. Mullen leads at 7-3. The Bulldozer, number 1 ranked at 160 pounds.
Kind of relaxes, comes up, dances a little bit, shakes. Gets that overhook again. Nothing's there. Whitmouth kind of,
you can
Whitmouth trying saying, I don't know if I want to tie up with him anymore, but he does.
See where Mullen goes from here. 38 to work, second period. He leads it 7-3. Now they break apart again.
He knows where that time is. 30 seconds left here. He can set something good up here and get 2 more right at the end. Then he won't have to ride long.
23 seconds. There's the shut by try. Blocked this time.
You just look at the clock. It's 19.
Whitley able to not let that one happen. Down to 12.
He'd so like to get another 2 here. He's trying there double.
There's a warning on Whitley for stalling. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and he gets short time points in the second period and leads 9-3. It's the peek at the clock, I think, one more time, don't you think? And then made it happen.
Good artist.
He's painting a pretty one right now with a 9-3 lead. and looking for the Tigers' 4th straight win. So we've got a caution on the start on Mullen, so he'll back away and let them both kind of get loose and be ready to go again.
Starting on the right side.
And we're underway in the 3rd.
Switches to the left immediately. With now does a little mule kick through, and you just come right back and follow him. Release him and come back, catch him, and follow there. He lets him, cuts him back.
So they get back on their feet, and he leads 9-4. Minute 40 left. Dakota Whitley for the Abilene Cowboys, a sophomore. Of course, Mullen, one of the 5 seniors here tonight. Zach Felt did wrestle earlier in the JV, and he won, one of the Tiger seniors.
See that little slide by again, then he goes to a lower leg and picks it and takes him right to the mat.
11-4 now, the lead by 7. And so he's going to cut him and look to take him down again. If he can't get the pin, which Whitley's, avoiding, obviously, he'll try for the major decision right now.
Just that outside leg that time. Swept it, Whitley's trying to do, and I'm getting some underhooks. So they go out of bounds, he grabs the leg, and they go on out.
So back to center they come. Mullen leading 11-5, 58 seconds to work. Dakota Whitley, his opponent for Abilene. They lock back up again.
Left side arm drag, not there. Stays heavy on him, pushing hard.
Right on the edge. Pressure. And there's already been the one stall on Whitley, and Mullen just keeps coming after him. Now they're back underway with 42 to work.
And not from just one angle, from all kinds of angles.
Series of different thoughts and processes.
And then, you think you're away, he's like a cobra, and he reaches out, snakes in there and grabs that leg and takes it.
25 seconds. Mullen leading 11-5. Last match here at home for the Tiger seniors. Going on to wrestle in Colorado next year. The double shot.
Double right at.
And a takedown right on the edge with 13. That puts him up 13-5. Down to 8 seconds. Right on the edge, trying to keep him on the mat. Whitley trying to get out of there. Now he rolls over. It does go out of bounds with 3.8 seconds remaining. And back to center they come. Hunter Mullen's going to be the 4th straight win for the Tigers in this duel. And he holds him on the mat and will win at 13-5, a major decision for Hunter Mullen. And a win here for the Tigers. 4 straight victories. As he wins at 13-5. Impressive as always, isn't it?
Yep.
Look at it.
Wish Jake win.
No, man, I just think you might be in the long list of people that wish that he was here, led by Jake Wynn, by the way. I would prefer to be here more than anyone else, but unfortunately unable to go because of being sick. So Jake Wynn, the Tigers open at 170 pounds. Dawson Whitley, their Abilene wrestler at that weight class. At 182 now, Ryan Tears, 4th weight to the state, the senior, 23-4. And he is taking on Trey Horner of the Abilene Cowboys. Matchup here for Tears. He has been battling sickness through the week, was able to get back and practice yesterday, and so obviously he is hoping to get back at full strength as they head down the home stretch here. Tears underway at 182. 182 against Trey Horner.
Trey Horner gets a 2-on-1 on Tears. Now he's trying to get his arm back, and he does. Swings him back around. Now he's got him right on the edge of the mat.
Tears and Horner, the Tigers and Abilene were both at Beloit this year, but they did not meet up on the mat at Beloit Invitational. Tigers now trail 30-16 after the 2 open weight classes, and Mullen's victory factored in there.
Trey Horner likes to go to that knee right at the whistle start. He goes down, and then he has to come back up, and he shoots a low single on him. So now Ryan Tears is trying to fight to get his leg back.
Getting tried to win right now.
He's trying to peel that wrist. And he does, so he gets out, lets him go right back to his ankle again.
A minute 5 to work first period, no score.
That's almost, Tears has got that whizzer in, he's trying to pull that arm, and then Horner reaches across and gets the far ankle for a 2-point takedown.
So Tears right now working from underneath to his feet near the edge. They fall outside the circle. Ryan down 2-0. Tears working from below. Scoreboard has, you can hear Abilene fans yelling the scores wrong. They do have the score in favor of Tears, but he is trailing 2-0.
Tears comes right to his feet, comes around. Warner tries to wrap through and step through and kind of put him on his back.
He's getting potentially dangerous situation. Tears with his leg caught by his opponent high in the air. Now Ryan's almost worked himself out the backside, and then they're going to stop it for the potential dangerous. He was just about to get free.
Yep.
So Horner will come back and be on top, and Tears trailing 2-0 here. 19 to work first period.
Good scramble. He needs to do it again. Whistle start, 20 seconds left. Trey Horner slips a leg in right when Ryan's trying to come to his feet, so now he's got to try and control that leg and get it peeled off and then feel the wrist. 5 seconds left here in the first.
Let's see. Horner look at the clock and know that time as Tears gets to his feet, but he'll trail 2-0 going to the second period. Decision to Abilene, they defer. And Ryan says, I'll go right back down and try to work up for an escape here. Close several times toward the end of that first period.
He's going to cut him right away. Pretty smart move by the coach's part. I think Trey Horner was doing all he could do to stop Ryan from getting to his feet. It was winning him more than it was Ryan.
I think you're right. 2-1. Tears down by 1 now. They lock back up right in the center.
Trey Horner gets that underhook, and then Ryan gets it busted. Horner gets 2-on-1, and now Ryan tries to get it out of that. Now Ryan has 2-on-1.
And then circles outside. So they'll stop it with 1:39 to go. We're in the second period. Tears trailing here, 2-1. Period number 2. Identify,
just that ankle. So he comes right back. Tears is heavy on him. Sprawled hard.
Horner's able to get in there again, but
trying to lift. Awkward situation in here. Just scrambled by both wrestlers.
Now Tears kind of gets some leverage up, and he sticks free, and they call a stalemate. Ryan, if he could have broke that leg, had a reversal, or had a takedown, but instead stalemate is called, and they'll bring it back to their feet again.
Ryan is a lot like Peyton Lane. I mean, he gets into very awkward positions, and all of a sudden he can come out of them with 2. And that's why Coach Begorish isn't happy about these quick whistle stops, because he's almost through to get his 2 points, and he stops it. So
52 seconds, second period. Tears working a 2-on-1 right now. There's a leg sweep by his opponent. Now on the edge, a little scramble again, and they go outside the circle. They'll come back to middle.
I've seen the 2-on-1 a lot tonight, and again, his head position is everything, and he needs to get in there and get that head position. If he does, he can control a lot more.
41 to work, back underway. Tears down 2-1, second period. 2 more Tiger wrestlers, Zed Bloom and Logan McDonald, to go tonight. Tigers trail in the duel, 30-16. Again, back underway.
Ryan needs a little 2-point move here at the end of the second. 24 seconds left in this period.
19. Tears trying to find a way in there.
He needs to keep going. He's in better shape, and he needs to just wear this guy out.
10 seconds. Yeah, you can see that Horner not wanting to engage right now with the lead. And we're going to go to the third period with Tears trailing 2-1. And I know Ryan in better shape. I mean, I think that's something he relies on through the season. Do remember he's coming off being 6 this week. But it still looked like he had something in the tank right there. Down 2-1. We'll go to the final period, and Tears will be on top to start. And we're underway in this final 2 minutes. Tears at 182 against Trey Horner of Abilene.
It's going to be really hard to turn this Abilene wrestler, so he's going to have to stay heavy on him and work him hard, or he's going to have to try to cut him and just take him down. That's what he does.
See that choice kind of coming from Tears. He's down 3-1, and now they're back in a neutral position going. And you can see Horner put his hands to his knees to get a breath. So we'll see if Tears can come at him.
There'll be a lot of work here in the last minute.
Deep shot in by his opponent, Horner, but now Tears counters it again very nicely. He is so stretched out, as you said earlier, that Gumby-like, and the officials started to call potentially dangerous. Pierce trying to get some cheap back points, unable to get it there.
Horner's just got a single leg locked up, and he's got his hands locked, and he's just like, I'm not going to go nowhere.
It's a stalemate.
The only way he was going to get away is work the hands and get the hands unlocked.
So back to center they come. Again, neutral position, and we're back underway. 1 minute remaining. Ryan Tears down 3-1 to Trey Horner. Locked up in the middle.
Horner tries to get 2-on-1 right now. Tears trying to get that arm back.
Ryan Tears down 3-1.
Tears gets it back and gets an underhook on that side.
Really heavy on each other. Underneath shot. Now Ryan Tears gets taken to his back, trying to roll over to avoid the pin. He does, but now he's down 5-1. And Tears now trying to work back to his base. Correction, if the back point's been added to it, 7-1's the score. Tears almost to his feet, 15 seconds. And again, you can see Horner just locking up and holding on. They're now able to work for his hill. Tears gets the reversal. 7 seconds left, though. And he's going to run out of time here. Ryan Tears trying to get some back points, but he will take a 7-3 loss. So 3-7, the loss for Ryan Tears here to Trey Horner.
Not enough energy there, it didn't look like.
So the Tigers, after being open at 170, take a loss here. Ryan Tears at 182. And now we have Gavin Ware back. Gavin has been wrestling well, 10-1, dealing with knee injury through much of the season. Got the season started and was out, and now he's come back and done some really big things already since coming back. He's ranked third at 195. He has Logan Reicherman. We're underway.
Outside little ankle pick. Got him down, but then he released it.
Tried to go to the front headlock. Outside single, and that Fireman almost had him to his back. He does get the takedown.
Stays in behind, trying to break him down. Stay inside that leg.
Now his opponent, Reicherman, to his feet.
Comes right back at him, gets that single, takes him right back down.
As he broke down to the mat, leading 2-0. Gavin Ware of the Tigers at 195. One of those Tiger seniors honored before tonight, or junior, I should say, with the final Tiger seniors, Ed Bloom coming in. And then Logan McDonald, the heavyweight freshman, will be the final match of the night. Tigers down 33-16 in the duel. Gavin Ware leading 2-0 in his matchup with Logan Reicherman.
And starts on the left side. What's the start? Reicherman tries to get away. Gavin just follows him, stays in behind. Gets a hold of them arms. He's trying to break him down. Now he comes to his feet again. Gavin's trying behind. Heel and lift. He does. He comes right back to his feet. Heels and gets away.
Not yet. Now they do give the escape, and so Gavin can go back to work. He had the 2-point takedown to early, and now leads it 2-1 with 40 seconds left in the first.
Reicherman doing 2-on-1 now to Gavin. Gavin's trying to get his arm back.
And now they go outside the circle. Gavin Ware for the Tigers leads 2-1 at 195 against Logan Reicherman of Abilene. Reicherman for the Cowboys is a senior. 25 seconds to go, first period. Now he's got the single leg in on Ware. Gavin near the edge, going to get taken down. He's going to trail 3-2 down. So Gavin back to center. He looks up and sees 16 seconds on the clock in this first period, down 3-2.
Logan Reicherman had that 2-on-1, and all of a sudden he swooped the inside leg, and Gavin didn't know that was coming.
Right.
Cost him 2 points.
Tried to get outside the circle, just couldn't. Got to his feet quickly as Ware. 12 seconds left. Right on the edge. Reicherman circling around.
He's trying to come up.
5 seconds.
Goes right into the banana split.
Can't quite get it finished or get free, and it will be a 3-2 lead for Reicherman over Gavin Ware going to the second period. Gavin looking over at Coach Michael Patnode, barking instructions as he goes into the second period. He'll be in the down position. Gavin Ware down 3-2. Just starting the second period. Quickly to his feet. Reicherman breaks him back to the mat.
Logan did a good job. Reicherman come right up with him and took him right back down. So Gavin tripods up, tries to roll through. They go out of bounds.
Outside the circle they go, and back to center. Again, 3-2. Ware down by that 1-point margin. Second period early.
Gavin did a good job trying to do a shoulder roll through and get out, and they go out of bounds, so they go back to center.
Tigers head to Silver Lake this weekend. Tournament action after tonight's duel against the Cowboys. Here's Ware. He sees feet once more. And once more kind of carried out of outside the circle. Gavin quickly back to middle and ready to go.
Gavin's getting to his feet. He just needs better wrist control when he comes up. So Reicherman's trying to get a leg in when he comes up, and that's kind of forward trips him now, tries to see tilt's not there. I think you got one flag. That was it.
They've got a half in on Gavin. Ware tries to roll through it.
Not really good move unless you can really power yourself out.
And he did get through it, and now he's got him to his back. Gavin Ware.
It's the half. He's supposed to be out of bounds. He knows it.
Now he leans in on it, trying to keep him on the mat. Gavin Ware has come from behind, leads 4-3, looking for a tighter pin.
Close.
Right on the edge. They're looking. Not yet. Now he tightens it up a little bit more.
And lift on that head a little.
Still a minute remaining in the second period. Gavin Ware leads 4-3, trying to get a tiger pin.
He's one of the seniors. He's just trying to tough it out. Gavin's staying hard. He's trying to push himself out.
They're going to give the 3 near falls.
Gavin's got to pull him in.
Right on the edge. Ware being urged by the Tiger fans in his ear. He's on their side of the mat.
Got to know where he's at. He's got to circle back and pull him in. Trying to do a head and arm now.
3 near falls. And they do give a point on a hold against Ware on the edge, but he's going to lead 10-4 after being down 10-1. So big time move toward the end of the second period for Gavin Ware. We could not see it all what the official was calling. Now Abilene head coach going to come over and make sure that the score is right in this match. It's 10-4. James Stout, the Cowboys head coach. You know, he didn't get the pin there, Benny, but it was amazing strength to keep him on the mat as long as he did and have a chance to get the pin.
Well, if you do that and try to kick over like he did in kids club or junior high,
or all over,
it's over. You're in trouble. But he's strong enough that he pulled it off, and he's lucky that he got through there. Once he did, and if you do, then that's where you end up. And
you could see the Abilene wrestlers and their crowd rising when Gavin went to that. And then you could hear the Tiger crowd react when he did get through.
Right. The only thing I wish Gavin would have had was a sword.
7-4.
Know where he was at, try to pull him in a little bit before he got that far out. So now he's trying to ride hard, break him down. He does it. I'm sure that took a little
7-4 lead for Ware, 18 seconds.
I'm sure that took a little wind out of
Let's try to get a little tilt.
There's tilt. 1, 2.
Now potentially dangerous. They stop him, and Gavin's saying, what did I do? I had him almost pinned again. He will get near fall points with 10 seconds to go second period, and the official explaining to Gavin why he called that. Yep. He'll lead now 9-4. 8 seconds. Gavin Ware leading here in the second.
Gavin tight-waisting hard, trying to pull him down, break that arm down. Reicherman just lets it ride out.
So we'll head to the final 2 minutes, and from 2-1 down, Gavin Ware has gone up 9-4 against Logan Reicherman at 195.
Reicherman's going to take that down position again. Gavin starts on the left side. Throws the right arm underneath the right thigh, just kind of spirals him down. Working hard on trying to get an arm.
Just underway in this third again. Ware leading.
Now he's touching the head to stack him up, and he doesn't quite get it. He didn't lift hard enough with the inside leg. Rockman got his hips down, though, a little bit.
Minute 30 to work, 9-4. Ware leads it. Reichman got the legs free for a moment, and Ware right back in position. Now trying to chop the arm down.
Trying to go side to side, trying to get anything he can. Rockman does an outside switch. Gets a reverse.
So 9-6. Gavin Ware lead by 3. But Reichman with the reversal.
Rockman's got that leg in. He's trying to power half. He's always trying to get punishment. Gavin just goes, you know what? I'm powering right across. Going to shoot a half.
He just did a little. Reichman got suspended in the air with that power half, and Gavin just did a little shake, got his head free, got the half in, couldn't keep it, but now he leads 11-6.
Yeah, got his hips up, which allowed him to get that head pop through and shake him a little bit and come out the bat.
35 to work, third period. Gavin Ware leads here, 11-6. Now it's stall warning against Ware. And they'll come back to center with Gavin riding in a 5-point lead. Zach Bloom to go next for the Tigers and Logan McDonald.
Zuckerman did a switch last time. Gavin tried to come around the back. Got to set out. He's kind of following around. Now he's getting back, broke down flat.
23 seconds left in the match.
He's on him. He's trying to get wrist control, trying to get that off the forward arm, which he did. Now he's scooping the head. Now he's got to drive that hand across. He's scooping the head, drive that hand to the mat.
9 seconds.
He's kind of hanging on in there. Drive that hand across.
2 seconds, 1 second, and Gavin Ware's going to win at 11-6. So the Tiger winner here at 11-6 with Gavin Ware over Logan Reichman. Tigers' 5th win on the night at the varsity level. Gavin, it was a good match back and forth. Reichman impressive as well, but Ware gets it done at 195, 11-6 your final. Zeb Bloom now for the Tigers at 220 pounds. The senior 23-5, and he has a big-time matchup against the big-time wrestler, Jaron Christensen, ranked number 3 in the state in 4A at 220 pounds. And Zeb has been giving up weight all year long when he's wrestled 220, and it's obvious he gives up weight here. So Crash Bloom taking the mat. Official again getting a drink of water. We're just about ready to go. The officials whistle start. We're underway. Christensen locks up very quickly.
Zeb gets a 2-on-1. Trying to get in there. Christensen kind of grabs an outside collar on the other side to keep his head on the side that he wants him to.
Tigers down in the duel 33-19 to Abilene. There's a single leg shot in by Christensen. They're trying to fight it off.
They're doing a good job of fighting it off so far. Christensen just powers through it. Gets the second leg and they go out of bounds.
So Zeb had a deep shot in again. He just kind of kept himself in good balance and position, got outside the circle, and they're back to center.
Good job of keeping from getting taken down right there. Good balance and strength. Christensen goes to that outside single again. Zeb blocks it, pulls the hand up, goes 2-on-1.
Tried to shuck by, wasn't there. Now almost had a throw on Christensen. And he's in behind. He's got the 2-point takedown. Bloom leads it.
Zeb's a strong man, and you can't just kind of think you're going to throw him around. He's going to throw you back.
2-0. Bloom leads it. Christensen getting his base.
Next try caught up. Zeb's got a half on, but he's going to have to let it go. Or he's got a front bear hug. Gets the head and arm thrown on him. He didn't admit quite enough, but Christensen caught him with his front head and arm.
Now Bloom with 40 seconds trying to stay away from the pin, trying to roll through. And he does get to his front side, so he will not get stuck. He's in a trail 5-2.
Once he hit that front bear hug, he needed to do it right now, and he kind of relaxed, and it gave him enough time. As Christensen caught that head and the arm and threw him with it.
15 seconds. Like Christensen trying to cradle up, and Bloom wouldn't let it happen. Down to 12.
He's got a front half on, too, and he's trying to get that done down. It won't work.
5 seconds. Zeb Bloom will trail 5-2. He led 2-0 over to start. It's all in the first period, and now we'll go to period number 2. Bloom trailing 5-2. Choice belongs to the Tigers. They will take down. And so Zeb Bloom gets back in position, trailing 5-2 here. Tigers down in the duel, 33-19. This is the 220-pound weight class. Bloom quickly up. He's down 5-3 after the escape.
Come right to his feet. Christian said, okay, I'm not going to ride you anymore. He lets him go. So now they're on their feet fighting again.
Zeb had the takedown early and then was close to getting Christensen a couple of times to his back before he got turned himself. It trails 5-3.
Zeb gets an inside collar tie. Fighting the wrist on the other side. Tries a little heel trip. Christian slide by. Zeb's trying to keep the taking down. And he puts his hand on the mat, so it gives up the 2 points.
So 7-3. Bloom trails.
Not much of a takedown there because Zeb, all he did was touch the mat with his front hands, and then he got away because he just stood back up.
So back they go in the center, locked up.
Quick 2-1 there.
It was, yeah, the takedown, and Bloom right back up. 7-4, still down by 3. Shot in by Bloom, now countered, and a double leg in by Christensen. He will lift and take Bloom down. Now Zeb sprawls back out quickly to his feet.
Wow.
And he's got the escape immediately, and it's 9-5. Back and forth they go.
You just can't do that. Amazing.
38 to work.
Christensen, he's got this low, good center of gravity, and all he does is there's a quick lower of elevation. He gets in there on them doubles, and he just took him to the mat. I mean, Zeb literally swung his legs out and popped back up. I was like, wow, you can't even, that's impossible to do almost.
That's supposed to be real. Zeb just get a check of the clock, sees 15 seconds. Tigers have been good, short time in the second period. Let's see if we can get something here. Shot by Christensen, countered by Bloom. 9 seconds left. He's down, Zeb Bloom, 9-5. 3 seconds, 2. He's shot late by Christensen. And the takedown, but it was after the buzzer. We'll head to the final 2 minutes. Zeb Bloom will be trailing 5-9. And Christensen with the choice takes down.
Lost power.
So the board just went blank. You're right. So we'll go checking the plug-ins first. And the administration will step in and see what they can find that might have slipped. We have power in the building. It's not that. It's just the scores table. While we have a chance, we'll take a timeout, 30-second break, and back with more Zeb Bloom on the mat when we return.
The Central Valley Ag Advanced Cropping System can help maximize your farming profit. Every acre gets just the right seed population.
Getting the correct population to reach our yield potential.
ACS Coordinator Glenn Franzluber says the key to reaching yield potential includes variable rate seeding.
We're matching population based off of the soil characteristics.
This year, put the best agronomic science to work in your field. Talk to Central Valley Ag or go to cvacoop.com.
Well, the power is back on the board. Now they're getting the numbers set up properly. It was 9-4 when we last left you, about to start the final period. Christensen had taken down for Abilene. Zeb Bloom trailing that 9-4. Quickly, here's what's happened tonight. Red Compass, a 2-9 loss to Will Stroda. Cody Callahan pinned by Colby Moore. Tigers were open at 120 and 126. Reed Knitter lost a 2-3 last-second decision in the third period to Trevor Castile. Tigers then got a 5-0 win for Keegan Brownell over Austin Whitnell. Cam Osborne 4-0 over Nick Brooks. Tiger pin for Peyton Lane over Dakota Lawn. Hunter Mullen a 13-5 win against Dakota Whitley. We're back underway. Christensen from underneath. Zeb Bloom trying to ride here in the third period, trailing 9-5 at the scoreboard. 9-5, he's down by 4.
Zeb so far has done a good job keeping him down. He's got to stay in behind those arms, though. He's getting kind of high on him. Christian comes to his feet, heels, and gets away.
Minute 38 to work in the match. Bloom trailing here. One of the Tigers seniors on the mat tonight. Got a shot in there, but just missed it, and now Christensen ends up with a pretty deep single leg. Now goes to that double leg. Lifting, and now we'll have another takedown on Bloom, and Zeb will trail 12-5. Third ranked in the state at 220, Jaron Christensen.
And that's the reason why. I mean, he had a good shot against him, and then he blocked it, and then he turned around and reshot and got it. He just powered right through it, literally just double-legged Zeb and picked him right off the mat and took him to the ground.
12-5, now under a minute to go here in this final period.
Zeb trying to get a base, and he can't quite get there. Finally, they call stalling on the top man, Christensen from Abilene.
Stop action and bring him back to center. Christensen, a senior, as is Zeb Bloom.
Caution on Christensen. He just kind of put his hands and stuff on him when he came up. So then Christensen decided, you know what, I'll just let him up. I'll cut him. So Zeb will get a point there.
12-6, Bloom trailing, 48 to work, final period. Making his way in, trying to get a shot here. He's had shots. Christensen just so strong, and with the bigger weight against Bloom.
I've never understood why if you can get on top of a guy, you're going to cut him, give an opportunity to throw you with 30 seconds left here in the third. Instead of trying to ride hard, final ride and everything else. But Christian comes out. There's Zeb, cuts him across, and almost throws him to his back.
He does get the takedown. 16 seconds, trying to turn him over now. He's down by 4, 12-8. Down to 11 seconds. Bloom working hard. Christensen obviously not going to let him have anything.
He's just going to put his arms in and do nothing.
There's a warning for stalling. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. It'll be a 3-point loss for Bloom. A good battle against one of the top wrestlers in the state. At the final 12-9, a loss for Zeb Bloom to third-ranked Jaron Christensen. That'll bring Logan McDonald to the match.
Yeah, 5-point move is just devastating. It's hard for him to come back from it, that's for sure.
12-9 the final, so a good battle. It'll be Logan McDonald going against the veteran for the Cowboys, the senior Sam Burt. Meanwhile, Logan, a freshman for Clay Center, 7-16 on the season.
How tall is Sam Burt? He's tall.
He is tall. He's not, maybe not your typical. He looks more like a 220-pounder, doesn't he?
He's pretty big, though.
McDonald, well, he's so big because he's long along with it. There's a shot in on McDonald. Burt has an early takedown, and I was going to let him back up.
Kind of done a wrist roll and cut it across and took him down and let him back up.
McDonald trying to lock it
going at all. Logan's trying to get an inside tie, and Sam Burt's not having it.
Minute 27, first period. They circle. Now they start to break apart. They're a little hand fighting. Minute 15 to work.
Still working hard.
Down 2-1. Now Burt with a deep single leg in takes him down.
Tries to get out on the side, do a little powerhouse. He does a good job, cuts to his face, and comes to his feet.
So McDonald able to get away after getting to his feet. He trails 4-2 now.
Logan trying to get a 2-on-1 rush and can't quite get it. Trying to get wrist control.
42 seconds. Now another shot in there.
He got him in his back. This is going to be very,
very good. There's a pin by Sam Burt. And McDonald a loss by fall here in this final match of the evening. 43-19, the win for Abilene in the duel. The finish in that final match, you're going to win by fall. Sam Burt over the Tigers, Logan McDonald. Stay with us. We'll come back, wrap things up here from the Den on senior night here in Clay Center in just a moment.
Saving for retirement can seem complicated, confusing, even scary, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Kathy Affolter for United Bank and Trust, and we're here to help. As we go through tax season, now is the perfect time to think about opening an individual retirement account. If you have questions or want to get started, stop by and ask for me or Terry Jermark. We'd love to walk through the process with you. Saving for your retirement with an IRA at United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life, equal housing lender, and member FDIC.
Do you believe professionalism should be rewarded? When you find a contractor who shows up early, works long days, gets the job done on time with expertise, cleans up so well you can't tell they've been there except for the fact their work is finished and looking great, you know that's the only contractor you'll ever want to hire. These are words that an actual customer has used to describe McGee Roofing. The customer has used McGee Roofing twice and will again. Reward professionalism, hire McGee Roofing.
As a family-owned independent business, our agronomists at CS Precision Ag understand what it takes to make your operation successful. From various soil mapping and variable rate prescriptions to pre-season crop planning and weekly crop scouting reports, our agronomists tailor-fit each package to fit your particular farm. We are accepting new customers for 2017 throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
Is it time for a new car, truck, or SUV? Do you want to get out from a high car payment into something you can actually afford? Whether you want a new vehicle or an upgraded pre-owned vehicle, Glavin Ford of Clay Center has got the best selection around. We'll take your trade and give you more than anybody else will because it's worth more to us. Take a look at our inventory online at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com or stop by our lot and see for yourself. We are located in downtown Clay Center, Glavin Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
The Tigers here at home against the Abilene Cowboys are going to lose the duel 43-19, I think was the final score posted after the win by Sanford over Logan McDonald. That was the final match tonight. Let's kind of give you a run through the losses for the Tigers. At 106 pounds, Rhett Coppice, 2-9 to state-ranked Will Scrota. Cody Callahan at 113 lost by a fall to Colby Moore. The Tigers were open at 120 and 126. And then Reed Knitter against state-ranked Trevor Castile, 132, tied at 2, and in the last second gave up the escape and lost the 3. That was a tough one.
That was a great match, really. So, Reed's got to look forward to that, that's for sure.
Also, then the Tigers got their first of 4 straight wins. We'll move on to the Tiger losses. Clay Center open at 170. I know Jake takedown win, unable to go tonight, home sick, and so we'll look for him back when regionals roll around, and maybe even this weekend, hopefully.
Made the mistake of saying Jared. If he had any eligibility left, he would have probably tried to step in. But Jake gets to do him better.
At 170, the Abilene Cowboys had Dawson Whitley at that weight class. Ryan Tears at 182 had a 3-7 loss to Trey Horner. It was also a loss for Zeb Bloom, the state-ranked Jaron Christensen, 12-9, and a really good shootout. And then the heavyweight Logan McDonald against the senior Sam Burtz, who was a state placer last year, a loss by fall. The Tigers winners tonight, it was 138, got things going. Keegan Brownell, really impressive 5th win. Got those points right at the end of the second period and beat Austin Withnow, sophomore against sophomore, 5-0. Good one for Keegan.
That was a great match. He wrestled really smart and aggressive and good.
Then it was Cam Osborne who came right back after him at 145 and beat Nick Brooks 4-0. The Tigers got a Tiger pin at 152. Peyton Lane over Dakota Lawn. And you could feel the momentum in the energy in this building at the time, wrapped off by Hunter Mullen at 160 when he beat Dakota Whitley 13-5. So Cam, Peyton, and Hunter just kind of kept going there.
Yeah, they really did. And Hunter just is he did everything right tonight, that's for sure. He's looking really crisp and looking really good.
Just fun to watch, when those things happen. And then the Tigers got the win for Gavin, where it had to come from behind, but then a dominant victory at 195 over Logan Rickham at 11-6, the win for Gavin. And so good to see him back. He moves to 11-1 now on the year. Hunter with the win is 27-1. Then the Tigers also, Cam Osborne moves to 12-12, and Peyton Lane improves to 24-5. I don't have an updated record on Keegan Brownell right now, but a good win for those guys here tonight against Abilene. The Cowboys will get the victory, and the NCKL title could be shared now between the Bulldogs and the Cowboys. Actually, the Cowboys with whatever the Bulldogs now have wrapped up the NCKL crown that win tonight. Penny, as always, we appreciate it. In about 2 weeks from tomorrow, it's going to get serious.
It's going to be game time.
It will be, out at Bueller for the Tigers 4A in the regionals. Abilene Cowboys. It is a really big regional competition, loaded this year. It'll be a tough one to get there. Imagine that.
It's loaded for us every year.
Every year, I know.
Not just us. I mean, when they put us and Abilene and everybody back in there again, it just
beats everybody up, doesn't it?
It always blows my mind why they do it, because you're just going, well, I've already wrestled with them. We've wrestled several times. And we wrestle them all the time, and now you put us in the same region. But, it's what the state does.
So an editorial for another time.
Yeah.
I bet we share on it again as we head to Bueller this year. Thanks to all of our Tiger Wrestling sponsors as well. We really appreciate you giving us a chance to follow Tiger Wrestling when we can through the year. We'll have them back on the air next week at Cordia. That'll wrap up their regular season, and then the regional start on that weekend of the 17th, that Friday in Bueller. For our studio engineer tonight, that's Hannah Byers. Benny Wallace, this is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Sports Thursday.